Hi, Rich Roberts here. It's said that whoever wins the presidency, that particular party will not do or fare well in the midterms. And that's true on both the Republicans and Democrat sides. We've seen that in the past. So this past election, President Trump was elected as a Republican. So all indication would say that during the midterms in 2026, that the Democrats will have a good turnout. I'm not sure if that will take place. And there's slight indications now that reflect that. So, do we have a cultural change happening with one party? Will the Democrats have challenges in 2026? I think the way they're handling themselves currently here in this end of 2025, soft on crime against controlling the border, a government shutdown that they don't want to vote. All the Republican senators have voted for a clear resolution to open the government. And it will probably end up being people will start losing their paychecks if they're already federal workers. So those three items bring peace to the world. I don't see them supporting that. They do support the so-called, I don't say radical protests, but some unruly protests in that aspect. And also using certain names towards certain people. Even some Democrats wanting their counterpart that they're running against to be killed. It's like, what's with that? Well, will there be a blue wave in 2026? I don't think so, like there was, I guess it was in 2017. I don't think not, because right now, the way the Republicans, Democrats, there's only a +3 in favor of the Democrats, if you want to call that a favor. It's basically dead even between the Republicans and Democrats in the House of Representatives in the U.S. Congress. In the Senate, it's close there too. But I don't think that will change because the House balance of power, the way I'm looking at it right now, it'll probably end up staying with the Republicans because those items I just mentioned, border, crime, peace around the world, protesting against law enforcement, and even the illegal immigrants coming in wanting, the Democrats want them to have health care. They're not citizens. The Republican side, and President Trump has already proven that in these first 8-9 months that he's been in office, that he's doing more now than former President Biden did in his last 4 years, in my opinion, my viewpoint. I have a video here that we're going to go to, and what it entails is...
Democrats are counting...
Oh, we're not starting that yet. Yeah, the Democrats. This is going to be about the Democrats, and this is from NBC News. Okay, so this is what's surprising and a clear indication that the mainstream media, NBC News being one of them, is sort of giving an indication and doesn't look too rosy for the Democrats in 2026. So let's see what this is about as far as that goes and bring this up.
Democrats are counting on next year's midterms to win back at least some control of Congress, but the party has some major political headwinds. NBC News national political correspondent Steve Kornacki joins me now, and he's at the big board. Steve, why should Democrats be nervous at this point?
It's a little interesting right now, Gabe, about a year out from the midterms. Here, look, Donald Trump's approval ratings are certainly nothing to write home about, and this is what Democrats are looking at in terms of a challenge to take back the House. The current balance of power with those vacancies, if they are filled the way we expect them to be, it would be 220 seats for the Republicans. There it is, 220 for the Republicans, 215 for the Democrats. And that would mean Democrats really would only need a net gain of 3 seats to get the House. Now, keep in mind, Republicans are trying to redraw maps in a number of states right now to boost that total. So there may be more of a pad here for Republicans than meets the eye when you just look at this balance of power. So that's one challenge for Democrats. But of course, Democrats are hoping that this goes like the midterm did in Trump's first term. And if it did, this would be nothing because Democrats gained 40 seats. It was a blue wave in Trump's midterm. So the thing about that midterm the first time around was you could see it coming from a long way away. October 2017, more than a year out, the generic ballot asking folks which party do you want to see control Congress. Democrats were leading on average in the generic ballot by nearly 8 points. And this was the level they basically maintained through all of 2018, right up to Election Day, right up to the blue wave when they gained 40 seats and flipped the House. So where is the generic ballot right now? Well, Democrats lead it, but not by nearly as much. It's a 3-point average lead for Democrats on the generic ballot now. So again, this is not terrible news for Democrats, but there was clarity even at this point in 2018 that something was coming. This number suggests you're not at that point right now. And one of the reasons Democrats may not be at the point has to do with this, the image of each party. Again, looking back here at October of 2017, if you looked at all the polling back then, neither party was popular, but one party was a lot less popular than the other. Republicans in Trump's first term, 27% average favorable score at this point. Democrats were up at 39%. There was a pretty clear imbalance there. It worked to the favor of Democrats. What do you have right now when you run these same numbers? Well, again, neither one's popular, but the Republicans are sitting at 41 favorable. The Democrats at 35 favorable. The Democrats are less popular than the Republicans now. And that's one of the things when you look at midterm elections, the opposition party counts on getting a bit of a boost just from being sort of the protest vehicle for anyone who's got issues with the White House. Democrats, though, with numbers like that, you got to worry a little bit. Are people wanting to send a message to them as well, Gabe?
Steve Kornacki at the Big Board. Steve, thanks so much for watching it all for us.
We thank you for watching.
Okay, so that redrawing of districts, not buying that's a factor. If you looked at saw what those districts looked like, they need to be redrawn. They're just the districts, they're atrocious. So it's to level it out. They redrew the districts here in New York State, and it's not a major factor. But there seems indicating from that data there's a big change from 2017 to the upcoming 2026 midterms, and it's only going from a +7 in favor of the Democrats to a +3, and that indicates it's even between still. But it also indicates there's an erosion from the Democratic side. So favorable view for the Republicans, 41%. That's not high, but it's a lot higher than the Democrats now at 35%. But they have a 60% disapproval rate, and this is from NBC, folks. So I have to pay some attention to that. It's a big change from the blue wave. It's a big change from the blue wave that happened in 2017. So we'll see what happens, and we'll keep you posted. Rich Roberts, I'm over there on X at Fireman Rich. And all those other fine social media platforms, you can just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at on these interwebs. Thank you for your view, and have a great day, and God bless you, and God bless America. Ciao for now.